YouTube, this is William. I'm going to be showing you how to create a private network for your labs using ZeroShell, which is a Linux-based router. I'm using this to separate Active Directory from my network. First thing you're going to need is a ZeroShell ISO. You can download it for free, and a virtualization platform. I'm using Hyper-V. First thing I'm going to do is create a virtual machine. And make sure it's a generation 1. And give it about half a gig of RAM. 40 gigabytes for a hard disk. Then I'm going to go to the virtual switch manager and create an external switch, which is basically just a bridge switch to the internet. Actually, should be that one. You want to make sure that you're using the NIC that connects to your home network for the external network. That's how you get out to the internet. Then you want to create a private switch, which is going to be the private network. And click OK. And then go to the properties of ZeroShell and add bridge switch, and then also add another network adapter with a private switch. Click apply and click OK. Then we're going to start it and connect to it. We're going to hit 1 for normal startup. Just let it boot. Then we're going to hit A for installation manager, and then 1 for the first virtual disk, and type yes. It's just giving you a warning all data on the VHD will be destroyed. Then just hit enter for the default bootstrap console of VGA, and then hit enter for the default quiet kernel parameters. Now it's installing. Then hit enter for the default of yes. Just keep the defaults for these unless you want to customize them. I'm going to put in a password here instead of leaving the default password of ZeroShell. And just leave the LDAP base unless you want to change it. And the management interface is going to be ATH00, which stands for Ethernet 0. And then I'm going to assign an address to it that's in the same subnet as my home network. And you can find this by going to command prompt ipconfig and just any address in this subnet. So I'm going to try 179. it's not used, so I'm gonna use that. And then set the default gateway. It would be this one. Now the install is done, but you're still running ZeroShell in the RAM of the virtual machine. So what you want to do is hit H to shut it down, and then Y. And then go to Media, eject the ZeroShell disk, and then boot it back up. Now I'm going to ping ZeroShell just to make sure it's working, and yep, it's working. I'm going to go to the management interface. You can just ignore this warning. Just go to advanced and proceed. Just saying that your certificate's invalid because it's a self-signed certificate. Then username, I believe it's admin. Password's the one you set up. In my case, it's password. Then you want to go to network, and you can see the Ethernet 0, the one we set up during the installation. It's all populated right here, and we're going to go to ETH01, and we're going to go to add IP right here, and it can be any address you want, but I'd choose wisely. It can't be the same subnet as your home network. So I'm going to just do a class A that's subnetted, and usually I put .1 for the router interface, and I'm going to subnet it to /16. Actually, I'm going to do /24. Hit OK. Then we're going to go over to NAT right here, and we're going to add ETH00, your management interface, to NAT enabled interfaces. And what this is going to do is do a port address translation from all your devices on this subnet are going to be translated over to this subnet. So the source IP is going to be translated to this one. And we're going to go over to DNS as well and go to forwarders. Type in any for the domain, and then server would be your default gateway. And hit close. That should be it. We're going to go over to my server 2012 virtual machine. Oh, I have to add it to the virtual private switch. And then I'm going to set a static IP because I don't have DHCP running on here. I'm going to do it in server 2012. Actually, I'll do it in ZeroShell and show you how that works. Go ahead and actually go to subnet up here and go to new. go to available, and then go to your private subnet, and then do a range. I like to do .10 to, actually I'll do .20 so I can save some static IPs for my servers. And then do it to .254 if you did a /24 or whatever you want. And then leave these options default. Then go back to here, and it looks like it already picked up an IP address. We're going to try pinging Google. And there you go. Your NAT router set up, and this virtual network is completely cut off from your home network, so your DHCP won't make it off to your home network, and neither will DNS. Thanks for watching.